What am I forgetting? Probably something. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Final Fantasy on the Nintendo NES system. And last we left off, we got the Excalibur. Oh my gosh. We also got a katana, which no one in our party can use. But this is like the second best weapon in the game. Aside from the Masamune, this is the most powerful weapon in the game. And I want to take a brief moment to talk about critical hit rates, because there's so many bugs in this game that make the thief worse than he's supposed to be, right? So generally, the thief is considered the worst character in the game. I happen to have played this playthrough without a thief in my party. But the thief is supposed to be the character who is really good at getting critical hits, because the thief turns into the ninja, and the ninja can equip the katana, and the katana has a 30% listed critical hit rate. That is, the critical hit rate that is programmed into the katana is 30%. And that's awesome, because the next best weapon is probably the Vorpal Sword, which has 30% critical hit rate, and then everything other than that either has like 10%, 5%, 3%, or 1% chance to crit. The problem with that, though, is that critical hit is bugged in this game. So the thing that the thief slash ninja was supposed to be way better at than every other class in the game, turns out he's actually just as good as everyone else. Because the way critical hits are calculated in this game is that it doesn't use the weapon's listed critical hit rate. It uses the weapon's index number, and every weapon in this game is listed in an index, just like a list of weapons, right? So the very last weapon in that index is the Masamune. So the Masamune has like a 40% critical hit rate. Then comes the Excalibur with a 39. After that is the katana, and then after that is like pretty much every other weapon that you're gonna use. So instead of the katana having like a really high critical hit rate and nothing else does, it's more like every end game weapon has a high critical hit rate. So therefore the thief slash ninja isn't any better at critical hitting than, for example, your knight or your red mage, or especially your grandmaster if you have like the guy that punches, right? So again, the katana is supposed to be just better than almost everything else at landing critical hits, but it is not due to a bug in the programming. Quick Guns, L6. Avis, Jason Mel. 1 in 364 chance here. Happy birthday. Wait, who are you talking to? Me? You're close. Wayne, I see you. Ken, what's going on? AQ. Good day, Karma. Rogue Effects. Welcome, everybody. We ran into a frost giant and some frost wolves. I ate really fast before I started this stream, so I'm gonna be like, for a little bit. Don't even worry about it. Genevieve B, what's going on? I'll grand your master. BGX. Try to beat the first 12 FF games with 0 game over screens. And on this one, Warmech got me twice in a row. Yo, that's what happened to me last night. He popped up out of nowhere. I wasn't even looking for him. And he's like a rare encounter, you know? What did you eat? Genevieve B, I had that protein cereal that I like. And by the way, speaking of which, we did over 100 curls last night, everybody. So thank you so much for the generosity. Let's reset that reps counter. And if I get any donations today, we'll do some squats. But why don't we go back into the Mirage Tower and Floating Castle? And this time, I will try to beat... what's his face? Tiamat, the Fiend of the Wind. Where is that? Yeah, it's over here. Let's go back into that same dungeon. Eat the grapes, Genevieve B. I will. I will snack on those with Jackie J. More like Snacky J. Anyway, now that I have this Excalibur and a bunch of other stuff that casts spells in combat, I like pretty much never need to use my spell charges. Of course, if I don't use them, then like, what's the point of having them at all? But let's go back into this dungeon now that we've gained at least one level for all my characters, and we got the Excalibur. Gonna do some healing here. These Ankylo enemies hit pretty darn hard. But I guess they can take some damage from ice there. Good, I don't want them going bad. Genevieve B? I don't want you going bad. Warmech is the Joe Henry of FF. Simon D, is that a reference that anyone here gets? Heal. Joe Hendry. I don't know who that is. It's not too weird considering there was a buried airship in another one. L6? Yeah, like what's a Final Fantasy game that doesn't have airships? Mystic Quest? Do they have an airship? They have a big old boat, I know that. Anyway, let's do this dungeon again. And this time, possibly not get snuck up on by the toughest enemy in the game, who happens to be stronger than the final boss. It's a pro wrestling joke. The joke is, say his name and he appears. Yeah, okay, I guess I don't know who that is. Let's, I don't know. Let's Ice 2 them. Mystic Quest. Mystic Quest and Tactics have no airships. Tactics does have an airship right at the end, BGX Gaming. You don't get to use it, but you fight like the final battles in the airship graveyard. So technically it does have airships. It at least mentions them. And you fight on top of one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you remember. You remember it. Speaking of member, shoutouts to my channel members. Thank you so much for all the support. I just started to PlayStation. Fun game. AQ? You mean the Tactics? You started playing Tactics? Robbie L, welcome. Was that a Member Berries reference? No. L6, just talking about my channel mems. AQ, I got you. Yeah, PlayStation version of Final Fantasy Tactics. SO2 KarmaJolt, my favorite cleaner brand, says Rogue Effect, who's been a member for 23 months? No, it's gotta be longer than that. Hey, everyone put a coffee in the chat for Rogue Effect, aka get your coffee. I am your favorite cleaner bland. What? I am having trouble speaking today. Guys, I slept until like 10:30 this morning. Cause I freaking needed it. I think that was my body making up for all the times that I woke up early in the past 3 weeks. And then didn't get a nap in. Add a few more months from the Patreon. I will. Whoa, 25 months. I added a few more. Take that, Cerebus. Is that how that's supposed to be spelled? That was a couple. Oh, you wanted a few. Yo, Rogue Effect has been a member / Patreon patron for 69 months. Thank you. What a friend. Oh my gosh. Rogue Effect is always donating so KarmaJolt can buy coffee. Wayne? It's getting more expensive these days. But, yes, Rogue Effect, been super supportive since, like, 1999. Ooh, some Vampy boys. Let's hit them with a light axe. And then heal here, and then use the, Zeus Gauntlet. Coffee's like $15, WTF. Yeah, Rogue Effect, are you buying, like, a big old bag of it? At my grocery store, it's like $12 for like a bag of coffee like this. But then every now and then they go on sale and it's like, oh, $6 today. I'm like, that's 50% off. I have to take advantage of this great deal like I am Spampton. Did you grind at the Peninsula of Pain early? Yeah, the Peninsula of Power, as some people call it. I did. I probably was there until I got to like level 10 or 11. Let's rep a Fire 3 on this dude. A tub, I guess, those plastic ones. Okay, my store doesn't have those. Never seen a tub of coffee. Except for that one time I spilled coffee on my bath. Zelyard. Haha, vampires, remember when it was a boss? I do. I do like how Subaru backwards is, you are a bus. Never thought about that, L6. Transporter operation requires a cube. Yo, I got so many spheres and triangular prisms, but I don't know about cubes. Heel helm every round with Pip. And I will use the black shirt. Nah, you know what? Physical attacks will be fine here. Gamer bath coffee. Rogue effects? Yeah, I'll sell the bath water. Anyway, we're back in this spooky, space castle here. And in a previous venture, we got all the treasures, then died. So I went back and got all the treasures, then exited without dying last time. So I don't have to, like, collect anything this time around, I don't think. Or if I do, it's something that I don't necessarily need. Tiny Cat. Also, yeah, Tiny Cat is here, everybody. Oh, he's being a sleepy boy. Tiny Cat, good job. Oh no, an evil man. Yeah, how do you know he's evil? Oh, his lightsaber is purple. Well, that means he's Mace Windu, right? Dead. Pretty sure that person that says small your hair would buy your bathwater. Yo, AQ? Possibly. Genevieve B, oh my gosh. I put a straw in his tub. I love you a lot. And I think I just want to go this way now, right? Let's get through the dungeon. Which you do by going this way, I'm pretty sure. Chimera? Like Alvin Chimera? Of the New Orleans Saints? Which are a terrible team right now, but I still love them. Saints starting off the season 0-3, baby. Hey KJ, I did something stupid last night. Robert L? Tell us about it. Waiting for a response from my manager in a claim, then going to lunch. Genevieve B? I hope they get back to you soon. My stomach just made a really loud noise. Did you hear that? It was like, oh. And that was a pretty good impression right there. So I don't think it matters which way you go here, as long as you go horizontal then vertical and keep alternating. So let's go left then down. Uh-oh. Chance to strike first against sorcerers, huh? These are the guys that will straight up kill you. So, like, it's not worth it to fight these guys, but, like... I don't know, let's see if this works. I'd run, says Simon D. Yeah, well, I hit one, then ran. Alright, so let's go left, then down. Then left again. And then down. I'm actually gonna double up on these guys because... they are very deadly. Oh, baby, that's bad. Now I just gotta hope to kill him before he kills me. They're casting fast on each other. Alright, that'll about do it. Yeah, 626 damage, probably. It's a good way to kill that guy. And the reason, again, if you didn't see it in a previous episode, the reason I'm killing those sorcerers immediately is because when they attack you, they have a chance to instantly kill you. And they hit probably two to four times every time they attack. So they basically have 2 to 4 chances to instantly kill you when they attack. Their other attack that they can do in combat is an ability called Trance, which hits all of your allies, and it has a chance to individually paralyze every one of your dudes. So if you get snuck up on by those guys, and then, like, you know, 2 of them trance you, and then the others just start fighting away, you're probably gonna die, Anurin's Retro Shack. I loaded up FF1PR and did a party of Red Mage, White Mage, Black Mage. Yeah, Rainbow Mages, as they say. Robert L. Hell yeah. KJ, you're in a gigantic, endless, metallic waffle fry. L6? Yes. Somewhere in the void. Oh my gosh. Alright. Tell me in the chat, am I going to run into Warmech, everybody, on the way to Tiamat? You let me know. Take a guess. Bye-bye waffle fry. Hello, French fry. Probably, says Anurin's Retro Shack. No Warmech, says BGX. Wave, says Dagger. Nah, says Rogue Effect. Probably not, says Simon D. Yes to Warmech. +1 Warmech, says Avis. Last time I ran into him, like, exactly here. Maybe a couple steps before that. But this time it was Nah Ocho. Nah, it's just Ocho. Mork. Three hits for 103 damage. Boom, 312. Heal staff. Yeah, I got nachos with my French fry, that's right. Na Ocho equals spicy nacho. Or maybe the NA is just sodium, right? So it's salty nacho. They're abbreviating. It's obviously sodium chloride, but they don't have enough letters to fit NaCl. Karma can French my fry. Sean R, I can. Because I believe in myself. Yo, slimes like it's Nickelodeon? Let's shoot them with lightning like it's something that is decidedly different from Nickelodeon. Ayo, Genevieve B, yeah, why are the slimes kind of whitish? It's a weird color for a slime, don't you think? What kind of slime is that? Wrong answers only. Excuse me. Wait. I want to do this with the mage staff, because this guy seems to be weak to fire. The fire sort of messed him up there. So did that sword, I guess. Slime mold. It's a Metroid. Mildew and buildup. Simon D, yeah, I need one of those cleaners. Liquid bones, says Avis. Mucus slime. Nickelodeon coming for a lawsuit. Yeah, you can call me Danny Tamborelli. Ooh, what is this? Nothing is here. What do you mean, nothing? That seems like a supercomputer of some sort. Alright, let's heal up the little HP that I'm missing here. Yeah, let's just top ourselves off, so to speak. Orb is right, Simon Diamond. Lightning erupts from the Fiend's ball. So, you have come this far. I, Tiamat, the Fiend of the Wind, will now put an end to your adventure. Let me just call my friend Warmech real quick. All right, let's fast here. I'm gonna A-lit and then fast. Ooh, he hit me with the thunder. Okay, so we kind of blocked that because everyone is equipped with ribbons. So I don't even know if, like, A-lit and A-fire or any of the anti-element spells are necessary at this point. Sean? Oh my god. Don't make me read that. Mr. Tiamat. Don't pity this fool. Yeah. Rogue Effect at one point told me that Tiamat is Spanish for Aunt Matt. And I never forgot that, Rogue Effect. You know what? I could use the white shirt to cast Inv too, but I'll use an actual magic charge. And while I'm at it, let's nuke this guy. 117. Kind of a low roll there. That's okay. It's still significant damage. Chopped him. 7 hits for 142. Ooh, poison. That girl is... Michael Mervin, welcome. Secret Seal, welcome back. I'm gonna lit 3 here, and then let's use a held 2. And then hit him with the ice 3. I don't know what this guy's weak to, actually. Asim, surviving the 3 hits. Maybe it could have been more hits if I didn't use that invis on the party. 53 there isn't amazing. 7 hits for 336 is pretty amazing. 37 is not. Well, let's keep casting Hell 2, because again, this spell is bugged, and it acts like Hell 3 when used in battle. How about Fire? Weak to Bane. Oh yeah, you're right, Simon D. I've killed Tiamat with the Bane Sword. I've never gotten that to work, L6. But you can insta-kill this guy with the Bane spell or the Bane Sword. He might be dying here, though. 420 for the kill. Chicken and pasta for lunch today. Yo, Genevieve B. And some fried Tiamat. That's Spanish for Aunt Matt. Nothing here. So interesting that if you check the altar of the earth or the altar of water, it will tell you, like, oh, this is the altar of water. But if you check the altar of fire or wind, nothing there. Don't even worry about it. You know what? Let's do this. Let's rip a Fade. Fire it off. Fade equivalent to Holy, essentially. Like in other versions of Final Fantasy, it's called Holy, or White, if it's the American version of Final Fantasy IV. Dragon. Tastes like chicken. A little more scaly. Something completely off point, but hey, KarmaJolt, have you ever played Lemmings on Sega or Nintendo? It's pretty addictive. I have the one on PlayStation, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I guess nothing here. Scaled chicken. Yo, we lit up the orb, everybody. All 4 of our crystals are illuminated now. Look at that. Don't forget to like the stream, says Secret Seal. Hey, thank you so much. Let's do this. And you know what? Fog 2 for no reason. And then Ice 3 them. My favorite enemies in FF1 are Earth, Evil Man, and Air. Avis, those are good choices. Armor up! Yeah, I think Fog and Fog 2 basically just increase your Absorb by like 8, which is not that much. But Fog 2 does affect everybody in the party. And it's not bugged, so like maybe you might as well get it. Armor? Hardly knew her. Yeah, Death Bob? Thank you. Don't eat the bugs, says Quick Guns. I live by my own rules. And also the rules of physics, which were someone else's rules that I didn't come up with. Let's GTFO. There might have been some more treasures in there that I missed. Like, there is another katana somewhere. But should we try to get the Masamune? Yeah, maybe let's do that, and then next stream we'll finish the game. Don't forget, if you leave your game, hold reset while you turn power off. Okay. Second katana is in Temple of Fiends Reprise. Is that what TOFR stands for? Fire level. Okay, yeah, I guess there are treasures in this, in the Fungeon, aka the final dungeon, aside from just the Masamune. But like, hey, remember how we looked through that window in the space station, and it was like, oh man, it looks like all the powers of the Earth are converging on the Temple of the Fiends. Well, that's where we gotta go next. That's the final dungeon. Sean, I see you. Who even finishes games anymore? Let's sell some stuff I don't need. Like the ice sword and the silver hammer. Boom. Kip Cole. How are you? And like, I guess I'll buy a bunch of potions. Let's mash that A button, everybody. Lunchtime, says Jason Mel. Yo, what are you having? Don't forget these Sky Warriors. Oh, yes. Correct. Karma, what are you doing for Halloween? Secret Seal? I'm really thinking about being Vegeta. If I can just get a little bit more buffer and longer hair. Ooh, a nice positive stream to listen to at work. Yo, Quaze420? We're so frickin' positive here. And I'm positive that you are great. Welcome in. The Prince of all Saiyans. Vegeta? L6? Hardly knew her. Maybe King Vegeta and you don't have to shave. We're going to a Halloween party with Liam and Kyle. Ooh, who are they gonna be? Sunglasses Scouter? Rogue Effect? That would be sick. Time to go get Nuke from the Lupa Lupas. Yeah, the, Lafaynish. Or maybe it's Lafaynish. But in German, whenever there's an E or an, like an EI or an IE, you basically pronounce it like the second letter. So IE would be E. And EI would be IE. Oh, I love Halo, says Rogue Effect. Halo Kitty. Ooh, I can't carry any more heal potions. I got 99 of them. I got 99 potions, and they are all heal. Took me 2 or 3 hours the first time I bought 99 Heals Pure's Tense on the NES. My gosh, yeah, just mashing the button to buy one potion at a time takes for freaking ever. Secret Seal. Is that a Jay-Z reference? Hey, Karma, what's a word you have a hard time pronouncing? Anything that has a lot of L's and R's in it? Hey, and by the way, now that we know the language of Lafaynish, we can talk to these bats. We are the 5 lost Sky Warriors. 400 years ago, we battled against the cause of the world's destruction. Were you successful? You must travel back in time 2,000 years now. With the orbs shining, stand in the time gate. The Four Fiends' power is rooted 2,000 years ago. The real enemy is in that time. Yeah, it doesn't quite make that much sense. Yo, Quaze with the cool $5. Hey, thank you so much. It's not much, but I thought it was really cool when you told the guy he couldn't donate if he smoked a cig that day. Most people won't turn down money. Yo, everyone put a 420 in the chat for Quaze 420. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was my friend Dagger. Dagger, if you're like actually making an honest commitment to try to quit smoking, I support that. Heal. The light axe. Ooh, we'll smack these bones. I always kind of like the look of these skeleton warriors. They look mischievous in a way. Why are they jumping and about to smack something with their sword? They're doing a jump slash? Or are they just like in an obstacle course? Excuse me. When the 4 orbs cover the black orb in the center of the palace, the time gate can open. Help! The fiend's curse turned us into bats. With the orbs shining anew, once again we can speak. The 4 orbs now cover the black orb. To take a step forward is to go back 2,000 years in time. Boom! Take that, black orb! My orbs are shinier than you. It was like a purple orb. But now that I've destroyed that ball, I can step on this teleporter thingy. And we can enter the Fungeon, everyone, aka the final dungeon. There's nothing here. By the way, this statue, not real. This one has a cross, and this one has like a crozier with a circle at the end. But either way, these statues are nothing. Oh my gosh, the final dungeon has its own music. I guess it is 2,000 years ago, so like they had different music back then, you know? Heal. Nick the Frenchie, Cole K. So much balls is right. Imagine smoking, that would be embarrassing. Secret seal? The thing is, though, like... I don't... Is that a little condescending there? Handsome Jack, what's going on? Kept you waiting, huh? A lot of people, like, you know, cigarettes are addictive. And people get into smoking when they're in, like, high school, because you're, like, a dumb idiot kid who wants to be cool. And then by the time you want to quit, it's too late because you're addicted. Dragons of Saturn. Shame me, otherwise I'll keep doing it. I'm not mad. Okay, yeah, Dagger is stupid and dumb for smoking. I was 15. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I wasn't smart when I was 15, so I could easily see myself doing something like that because it's edgy and you know, screw what my parents say. Also, where do I go? It's hard to quit smoking. The addiction will always be there, but after 2 weeks, it'll be easier. Chance to strike first against these Frost D's. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of enemies right there. Let's hit him with the Thor hammer. And a fire 2. So Garland sealed off the basement is correct, L6. I quit smoking. Oop. I quit smoking 3 months ago, says Vita Koala. Starts with 16, ends with 29. Hey, yo, VK. Good for you. Message from KarmaJolt. Never smoke cigarettes, anyway. Cannabis is legal in my state, and, like, it doesn't seem to be, you know, based on all the research, it's not habit-forming, and it doesn't mess you up like cigarettes do. Although it does have an effect on your brain, according to a lot of my friends who smoke a lot. But it's less destructive, you know? And that's coming from a guy who will drink an alcoholic bevy on stream every now and then. So, I feel like those two things are comparable. Cannabis is legal here too, Maine. Yo, BGX! That's where I am. In the great state of Maine. Thanks for helping cut back on vaping, KarmaJolt. Genevieve B, you can do it. I believe in you and I'm proud of you. Yo, Pip got a strength up, so will I. Let's do these 5... What are we doing today? Squats? Thanks to Quay's 420. Nice, I'm in Sanford. Yo, BGX. That's dope. I'm in Portland. And my cat is on my bed. Pip, it's time for squats, Pip. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, doing squats today. I can't make it an arms day because I have skee-ball league later and I need my arms to throw wooden balls up a ramp. I'm in Portland, Oregon, says Michael Mervin. So close. Gotta get to Maine one of these years for some decent chowder. Yeah, Simon D, I'm not a clam chowder guy, but like, my whole city is a good foodie town. Yo, Cole K with the cool $5 and a super sticker. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put, like a little puppy in the chat to accompany that super sticker of a puppy being like, hiya. Thank you so much, Cole K. Excuse me. Bork. Asim is gonna have like 300 HP by the time this game is done. Gouda Guy, I see you putting a cheese because why not? Put a cheese because why not? And that pairs with cheese. Dang, 4 Frost Dragons. I don't know where I am going. I think eventually it'll come back to me because I've done this a couple times. Let's do one of these. I don't plan on hanging out in this dungeon for that long. Like, I want to get the Masamune and then dip. And then GTFO. But man, like basically if you don't have a ribbon equipped at the end of the game, you're gonna get punished very hard for it. And I know that excites some of you freaks out there. But by that I mean your party will die. It's like not the fun kind of punishment, you know? I think I wanted to go to the right here. Hey everyone, what's your opinion on pre-orders? Any Enigma? You have to pre-order my opinion if you want it. I cannot remember what the last thing I pre-ordered was. No, it was a game called Flynn, Son of Crimson, which was a fun little game that I played on the Nintendo Switch. But I had interacted with the developers on Twitter like a whole lot. And so they actually sent me like their press demo. Anyone remember that? Before that, though, the last thing I pre-ordered was probably Soul Calibur 3 in, like, 2005 or 6. And that game turned out to be not as good as Soul Calibur 2. Enigma with the cool $1.99 saying pre-order for your opinion. Yo, Enigma? I love when you pre-order. I'll tell you that. Everyone put a question mark in the chat for Enigma. Like, if it's a... Look, do it. If it's a game you know that you're gonna want, especially if it's a pre-order that comes with, like, some added perk. What? Soul Cal 3 was peak Soul Cal. Cole K, disagree. I would say 2 was better. By a lot, as a matter of fact. The one thing I appreciated about Soul Calibur 3 was that it deleted your data if you opened up the memory card. There was like an egregious bug where it would just delete your data if you looked at the information on your memory card, your PS2 memory card. Isn't that hilarious? Alright, Cole K, make your argument. Why was 3 better than 2? Oh, I never had that happen. My friend told me to say, no good story starts with, so I went to the old port last night. BGX, that's where I used to do karaoke. Oh, these gas Ds are actually probably the worst enemy group of 4 you can encounter around here. A lot of qualifiers in that sense. What I'm trying to say is these guys can hit you real hard. Let's lit 3 them here. Because the poison ability that they do, even when resisted, can hit for like 100 on each party member. I heard you missed me. Yo, Nicholas D? I was about to pre-order that, that thought right in the chat. Thank you so much for the cool 20 Swedish krona. Okay, maybe I can't hit you for 100, but that's still, like, a pretty big hit there. Gas D's, yes, I'm 5. Kip Cole, everyone put a Gas D in the chat for Nicholas D. I like pre-orders when they offer some of the benefit like 72-hour early access or extra items. What I don't like is having multiple editions outside of a deluxe edition. It's a waste of space. I see you, gooder guy. There's a cool game coming out, but my friends are all pre-ordering, and I think it's a scam. I feel like it's against gamers' interest. It's 100% different if it's an indie game struggling for funds. Well, I think what a lot of companies do, even if they're big companies, are like, if they get a lot of pre-orders, and they know for certain there's going to be a ton of interest in this game, they're like, okay, we got this many pre-orders, we should... Based on this information, we should start working on, like, you know, additional content for this game. But I also like, it's like, oh, okay, you buy your copy early, you were gonna buy it anyway, right? But because you bought it extra early, you get, like, another skin that you can use on your character or something. Like, I remember Diablo 3 was like, if you pre-order, you get the little angel wings on your character that you can just take on and off as part of their costume. Stuff like that is cute, I would say. Oops. Nice, got him. That's a lot of experience and a ton of gold from those Ds. Kobe leveled up, and Kobe got a strength increase, so will I, everyone. Let's do 8 squats. I don't know, I don't have a problem with pre-orders. It doesn't really seem like a scam, because it's just you pay early to get the thing, you know? I've never heard of an instance where somebody pre-ordered and, like, they ended up getting, like, not the whole product or something. Although there is obviously a risk with that, because, like, if you pre-order a game, then it turns out the game sucks. Then you're thinking to yourself, like, I should have waited to see the reviews or, like, to see some footage of it online, you know? Or to watch someone else play it. Let's do 8. 1, 2, or is it 9? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skybound. Jason Mel, I was kind of thinking of No Man's Sky. Is that what you mean? Yo, Doc Sigma with the cool $5 saying, thoughts on the steel armor from Melmond. You know, I didn't get it this time around. I usually end up getting that if I'm going like an all-physical warriors party, because you end up saving so much money when you don't have to buy spells, that you actually kind of have the money to afford that, like, $45,000 armor. Steel armor is decent, but too expensive, IMO. Yeah, no, I remember getting it a couple times when my party was like, fighter, black belt, thief. Because you just don't have to spend money on anything with that party, you know what I mean? I think that might be what it's for, as a matter of fact. But yo, everyone put a paperclip in the chat for Doc Sigma. Thank you so much for the cool $5. If you're the kind of guy who, like me, just does not mind grinding, in fact, I kind of enjoy doing that, then yeah, do it. But yeah, when you get to Melmond, it's actually not that hard to grind up 45,000 gold. Because there's always the Peninsula of Power, and you can go into the Earth Cave. I meant to heal. Let's do... Lit 3 here. I'm actually gonna cure 4 a seam. Then ice 3. Damn, he died. I should have been paying attention. That was my bad. Punt, forgetting to heal. Yo, Simon D, you say punt? I learned that term from a bunch of my friends when I worked, for that card game that I used to play, that I used to work for in New York City. A lot of my friends at the office played Magic the Gathering and poker. So they would say things like punt and scoop and spike. Pip looks cozy. That's right. That's right, Cole K. Gathering, hardly newering. An Enigma? At this point, you should know her pretty well. You've met 6 times. We said punt in college to mean putting off homework. Yeah, L6, like, yeah, the context that I would use it in, that I learned from these friends that I'm talking about, is, like, if you absolutely mess something up, that would be punting. Like, oh, you have an advantage, and then you somehow still lost. Oh, you punted that. That was bad. Let's get out of here. So yeah, this is going to be one of those streams where I am very casually not paying attention. If Kobe dies, I'm in a ton of trouble, and I basically have to reset. Let's do this. I need to keep that charge of exit. That's the only way to leave this dungeon is the exit spell. Or warp, if you're close enough to the top floor. I'm not either, it's okay, Genevieve B. Love you. I was dissatisfied with my lunch. No! Everyone, people, put a different lunch in the chat for Genevieve B. I like the phrase, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Michael Mervin, I love that. There's another way to leave, but you don't get to keep your stuff or your levels. Doc Sigma? I guess that's true. Alright, let's do TFO. Games are cool, says Anurin's Retro Shack. That's true. I see a lot of tacos in the chat. L6, what is that you just put? I can't tell what that is. Then there appears to be some ramen and some soup. And a bunch of an avocado and some kiwi from Ethereal Enigma. Yo, we have another Enigma. I remember running a 4-fighter party with my bro, and we steamrolled everything right up to chaos. He kept whipping us with crack and nuke. Yeah, Kip Cole. Did you have the ribbons for everyone? Oh, Japanese curry. Okay. My eyesight is so bad that, like, I often just can't tell what any emoji is unless I zoom way in. To the point where, like, you know this about me. I talk about this every now and then. Maybe you don't know this about me. I have this corneal condition called keratoconus. It makes me pretty blind. But, like, often when I'm in a group chat with people and they're putting emojis in the chat, I literally have to screenshot the chat, then zoom in on it to be like, okay, what are you saying? Nope, I was a kid. Didn't know it existed. Yeah, Kip Cole. I can see that. Yeah, when I first played this game, like, there was a lot of armor and items that I threw away because I didn't know what their function was. I'm like, what is the ribbon for? It only gives me 1 armor. Oh, it turns out it's the best item in the game, Trico. Who put kiwi? I'm allergic. Genevieve B? I don't think Cole K knew that. Neither did Ethereal Enigma. I kind of forgot about that, babe. But I guess we forgot about it because we never have kiwi. That's why I forgot about it anyway. Test, says Avis. Don't put a test. We're trying to put lunch in the chat. Frost D. The snowman dragon. Let's try the Bane sword for no reason. Oh, I didn't learn my lesson before, and I'm still gonna mess around? Yeah, you bet. Alright, Bane sword didn't seem to work very well there. Been watching your DQ8 videos. Yeah, Trico, I gotta get back to that game, because there's still some post-game content that's pretty cool. Kiwi is a fruit. That's my opinion of them. Nick the Frenchie? Well, your opinion is pretty accurate, I would say. Actually, it's a bird, says Rogue Effect. That's also true. I went from Kiwi to Kiwoo. Nicholas D. You're having so much fun. Oh yes, bird is right. I recently discovered that kiwi skin is totally edible, and now I eat them whole. Doc Sigma? I don't think I could get past the texture, though. Burb? Eric? That's such a controversial take. Kiwi is a food? I would say it's a way of life. Ooh, baby, I got erased. Instant death. I think the ribbon protects from instant death when that instant death is in the form of a spell like rub. Here's where we nuke. But it doesn't protect against instant death when the sorcerers are attacking you with their instant death attacks. Well, that did pretty well. Quick Gun says butt sticker equals tasty. Out of context, that's a weird thing to say. Whoa, what? Let's use a life 2 here. Did you know in Sonic Adventure 1 there's a cowgirl that appears in Knuckles level, but only in the Dreamcast Japanese version? I did not know that, Anurin's Retro Shack. I can't eat the stickers. Oh, on the fruit. I see. I don't think anything in the game can protect from Sorcerer's Death Touch attack. Yeah, I think you're right, Doc Sigma. Which is what makes that enemy super unfair. Oh, I think there's... Yeah, I think there's a scripted battle here. Against the Phantom. And this is the hardest boss battle of the game, everyone. But if you can defeat this enemy, you are rewarded with a huge payout. I didn't actually kill him this turn. I'm kind of not taking this seriously. Just you wait, because it's worth watching. Critical hit, 121. Psh, you think you can stop Kobe? Oh my gosh. The 2009 Boston Celtics couldn't stop him. Yeah, so when you kill this guy, you get 1 experience and 1 gold. Isn't that disappointing? But at least you get 45,000 gold from this treasure chest, which, like... Oh, now that I'm thinking about it... Yeah, holy cow, you get a total of 110,000 gold from these 2 treasure chests. Which... Can you even exit at this point without the exit spell? It's, like, not intended that you can exit this dungeon here. There's a stone plate on the floor. You sent something evil? Well, remember that item that we got at the beginning of the game? This loot? After we looted those treasure chests, we're going to use the loot here. The tune plays, revealing a stairway. Like, what do you mean it plays? Do you mean I played it? Or is this a magical loot that plays on its own? You wind it up, and it reveals a stairway, which is a ladder. Yeah, so it's weird that there are treasure chests filled with gold there, because, like, without the exit spell, you cannot leave this dungeon. To go spend it somewhere, you know? Played itself, I'm sure. Yo, Dragons of Saturn, it played itself. Zombie D, undead, and therefore weak to fire. I think the door to the Phantom's room is technically locked and needs the mystic key, says Doc Sigma. Yeah, that's weird. Because there's no way you can get to that door without having the key, like, way before this, right? It's a player loot, just like a player piano. And player's gonna play. It's canonical Dungeons and Dragons lore that dragons are obsessed with treasures. Yeah, dagger, but here's the thing. That room was guarded by a phantom and not a dragon. Unless that thing was somehow a dragon, too. Man, we got so much gold. I don't know which way to go here. Because it's been a while since I played this dungeon. Ooh, baby. I'm just realizing that my knight here doesn't have a nuking item. That hits all enemies, aside from the light axe, but that only works on undead enemies. So maybe I'll give him the Zeus Gauntlet. Yeah, I'll probably just do this, though. Friar Giant. Yo, Frost Wolves! Oh my gosh. If I didn't have the ribbon, those Frosts would be dealing like 100 damage to me. The dragon had 110,000 gold. It did. Stay frosty. I'm trying to not do that. Man, that was like pretty bad RNG that they all went before me. That's so much damage. Just because I'm hitting every enemy with an attack, it does a ton of damage there. Frost Giants didn't seem to take a ton of damage from Fire 2, which is what the Mage Staff casts. Good lord, that damage range. Yeah, Kip Cole. So, like, from what I understand, magic attacks in this game can quote-unquote miss, where instead of dealing their normal damage range, they deal, like, a much lower damage range. Let's do a lot of healing here. Well, that's fine. He did 58 damage. I'm gonna heal more than that total, I want to say. Yeah, for sure. Alright, we got a lot of HP back there. For free! There's also the fact that the int stat is literally never referenced in the game's code, except on level up. Yeah, Doc Sigma, excuse me, int does nothing in this game. It's not used in spells. It's not used in any function. You just get it on level up sometimes, or all the time if you're a Black Mage. Black Mage gets one int every level, and that stat just isn't used for anything. Did you know that my dad is the creator of Final Fantasy and he's gonna get you banned? Codonauticals? That's crazy, cuz I'm talking about how much I love this game. And yes, I did know that. Because, like, at the... basically after the first boss in the game, you cross that bridge and it's like, programmed by Nazir, parentheses, dad of Codonauticals. Get C, what's going on? What one moment blew you away in the SNES games? Mine was the lake during the Phantom Train in FF6. Yeah, beautiful scenery in the Phantom Forest in Final Fantasy VI. Tyler B, I see you. Welcome back. It must have been the music for me. Like, it was a fun game, but I had a lot of games that were fun back then, you know? Also, like, I remember trying the Final Fantasy games and like, having only ever experienced one RPG before, which was Earthbound, for a brief moment when my friend rented it. I was like, man, I've really never played anything like this. And I love that there's a strategy to every battle, and not so much a skill. FF6 is underrated solely because 7 exists. Yeah, Chad P., welcome. Yo, Anurin's Retro Shack. I see you putting the blood code from Mortal Kombat in my chat. I made a whole video about that. Mine was the soundtrack to Chrono Trigger when you reach the Sky City. Oh, yes. Yeah, the Kingdom of Zeal theme. Hey, you know what? Let's use Harm. Harm 2 is fine. And so is Fire 2. Didn't have an SNES growing up, but the soundtrack from Bucky O'Hare on the NES is still amazing to this day. Quaze, who made that? Was that a Capcom game? I heard that game is awesome. As a matter of fact, Sean R got me a repro cart of that game a while back. And I have yet to really play it, but I've seen it and it looks cool. Sunsoft, okay, yeah, Sunsoft also had good soundtracks. Did they do Return to Silius? Stuffed Vulture? Stuffed Vulture says Konami. Yes, they did, says Doc S. Journey to Silius, such an incredible Sunsoft game. Yeah, that game will kick your butt a little bit, but man, the soundtrack is so good that I wish the game were longer than, like, 5 levels, you know? Mega Man music slaps. Yeah, Nick DeFrenchie. Alright, everyone in the chat, tell me what your favorite Mega Man track is. Mine is the music from the Mr. X stages in Mega Man 6. And I never put it together that Mr. X sounds like misdirects. Because it's like, oh, Mr. X is a non-Dr. Wily character that, oh man, it turns out Mr. X was the villain and not Dr. Wily, but then it turns out Mr. X is just Dr. Wily in a costume, and that's like very obvious if you look at him for a second. Heal. Crashman theme highly underrated. Says Quick Guns. Yeah, I want to say a big part of the reason... A Storm Eagle theme, says Cole K. Fireman stage in Mega Man 2. Do you mean Heatman, Simon D? Woodman stage? Skullman stage. The I Can't Beat Airman song. Oh my gosh, Rogue Effect, I remember that. Pharaoh Man is a good choice, Kip Cole. Mega Man 2 title screen. Mega Man 3 title screen, Dagger, is what I would, is my counter offer. Mega Man 4's whole OST slaps harder than anything in the series. Yeah, Kip Cole, and I think, like, basically what happened for Mega Man 4 was, like, the guy who did all the music for Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, he let his wife do the songs for Mega Man 4. I heard something about that a long time ago, and I want to look it up again. Proto Man whistle. So weird that Mega Man 3 has the best title screen theme, but no intro cutscene to go along with it. Uh-huh. Did I just come from this way? No, because we're going deeper into the dungeon, right? Let's go down. Yeah, okay, this looks familiar. Earth? I think this guy is weak to fire. Jackie J gonna be off the bus soon. Dagger. Jackie J does not take the bus. We live close enough to the school that he just walks home. But yes, he will be home pretty soon. Soulwave, what's going on? Careful, Lich has 600 HP and nuke this time around. Yeah, whatever, Simon D. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. I don't have to prepare or pay attention. This will be a breeze. What could possibly go wrong? I'm 2 days from retirement. Ooh, there are 4 Earths. Let's do this. Chad P? I've never heard that phrase before. Hey, Chad P, thanks for the cool donation the other day. Let our powers combine. Earth! 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 And Earth? Doc Sigma, that was pretty funny. Joseph Neal, the Lillipup with the cool 2 British pounds, or as the British call them, quid, possibly, saying 2 more. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put a little puppy dog in the chat for Joseph Neal, the Lillipup. Ice 'em. I guess 4 Earths would make Captain Planet, right? No, Michael Mervin, it would make Captain Planets. Earth, Mercury, Jupiter. No, that would be Sailor Moon, wouldn't it? Very similar. Mudgall. It's Golem, not Gollum. Does anyone say Gollum instead of Golem? Can't forget about Heart. Yes, you can, Dagger. F that kid. I want so badly for Quake to work. You know what? Let's try this. Let's try the instant kills. Bilbo says Gollum. Yeah, but that's a different Golem. Hardly knew him. Nick DeFrenchie. Yo, the Mud Golem fell into crack and died. Quick shot. Now's your chance to be a quick shot. Anyone who admits to saying Golem instead of Gollum, permaban. Or was it the other way around, Michael Mervin? I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. But yes, no, I'm glad you explained to the chat that you were kidding. Golai? Yeah, goalies. Goaltenders. Giant Rash. Beat this game once a long time ago and didn't touch it too often after. Should I play again? Yeah, if you got the time for it. Undertale is 10 years old. Rogue Effect? That's Jackie J's age. Do we need to heal? Yeah, a little bit. Feel bad using any of my 99 heal potions because I only have 94 left now. And you can easily go through this dungeon and, like, I don't know, end up with only a couple heal potions as you get toward the end. Like, you could easily use 90+ heal potions in this dungeon. Let's do fast on Bork. This guy's got nuke, huh? Let's use the white shirt just for some physical evasion. And then I think he's weak to fire, right? Yeah, he's undead. Wait a second. In that case, let's use Harm 4. Heck yeah. And Fire 3 should work just fine. All right, good start. 91 damage. That didn't do a ton. Harm 4 did 182. That's pretty good. This'll kill. 8 hits, 419. See ya. This guy didn't even know we were there. He was busy. He was working on something. If I step off and then step back on that tile, I can fight him again, but that would be dumb and stupid. He looks like a skeleton warrior, 1995. Cole K? He's actually from 1987. Run his pockets. Chad P? Yeah, he should have donated. Because then I would have been too busy doing squats to kill him. He should have thought of that. That seems fine. What do you think? Ice on the fires? Just don't small his hair. My god. Death Bob. Yeah, no, ice seems pretty good here. Did 300 damage to the second and third guy. Russell Hunter. Talking about Shining Force. I love Shining Force. A lot of people say the second one was better than the first. I don't know. Kind of like the first better for some reason. That said, the last time I played either of those games, it was the tag team live stream with Megaharv. So my Canadian YouTube friend named Megaharv and I would basically stream the game for an hour, save wherever we were at the end of that hour, and then send the save file to the other. So like, I started with part 1, played it for an hour, saved it after an hour, sent the save file to him, he picked up from where I left off, then he played for an hour, then saved when he got to the end of his hour and sent it back to me. So we basically alternate an hour of playtime when we would stream it. And we were not, as always, we were not allowed to watch each other's streams during the tag team live stream. So the second game had a lot of like, you know, they would give you directions that are like, yeah, you have to backtrack now to go back to this previous town. And like, if you miss that detail, because like you're not allowed to watch that part of the game, then you're just like wandering around being like, oh, where do I go? Sounds fun, Gias. It is, but every now and then it's like, dang, okay, I didn't watch the last hour of this game, so I have no idea what to do. Passing the virtual controller, as it were. Yeah, Death Bob, and we've been doing that for a while. I think it's my turn to play Paladin's Quest in our current tag team live stream. I don't know, I'll ask him. But we've done the TTLS for a big handful of games, like Final Fantasy V, Secret of Evermore, Illusion of Gaia, Soul Blazer, Terranigma, Shining Force 1 and 2. We also did that for A Link to the Past and Super Metroid at one point. Kobe leveled up and got strength up, Melissa R. Still waiting for a game room tour. Yeah, I might make a video out of that. That's a good idea. Hey, let's do these 7 squats, Jesse L. Good morning, y'all. Salutations from Anaheim. Hey, welcome. All right, we're doing 7 squats, I think, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, appreciate y'all. Dagger says, Soulwave, I'm 35 with 5 kids. Oldest is 16. Dang. My youngest is coming up on 7. Dagger, I didn't know that. Have you told them I'm great? Yeah, you don't have to do that. Stream isn't always for kids. Commander Chrono, welcome. I'm a busy man. I have to imagine. Pip leveled up. That's neat. Which way was I going? I think I came from that way, right? That door didn't slam when I opened it? I guess it does that when it closes, huh? I always love the door slamming sound effect in this game. Let's use Ice 3 here. Two oldest are in the marching band, and the two youngest are in the Cub Scouts. Always something going on. Yeah, Dagger. We have Cub Scouts tonight, actually. I have Skee-Ball League, so you and I both. You got me feeling like some FF1 randos now, says Durzo Blint. Hey, yeah, I've seen some randomizers before. Am I going the wrong way? I forgot where I came from. That's not the same Karma. I know, Dagger. Metroid Prime 4. Getting a Switch 1 version? Oh yeah, in that case, Wayne, for sure, I'll get it. Under the Iceberg says, yeah, that's the wrong way. Yeah, no, I saw the stairs going up and then realized, whoops, I've been chatting too much and not paying attention enough. Durzo was a really cool character. What are we talking about? Booker Plays, welcome. Dang, I'll crush that dude. Heal. 620, blaze up. Man, that's a ton of HP. Did I just smash him with a hammer there? Phantasy Star 4 was the best Sega RPG, I believe. I've heard that before. I've heard that opinion before, Russell H. I'm 30 with 4 kids, says Melissa R. Had to stop working on my 65 Impala and game room. Is that the car from Supernatural? That sounds dope, though. But I'm glad you could make it to a KarmaJolt stream. I feel like I am a little bit sniffly. To the point where, like, I can hear my freaking, like, nose whistling when I inhale. Like I'm an old man or something. Oldman. Evilman. Gray W. Is it Gray? To relate, Melissa R., my house project list has the title 2020 House Projects. You are old, though. Yeah, Genevieve B. That's why I play such old games. If you think about it, Gary Oldman played an evil man in The Fifth Element. That's a movie that I've started to watch so many times, but never finished. Ooh, it's Carrie, the Fire Fiend. I don't think I really need to use too many resources here, but let's do a fast on Bork. Dead! 3 hits, 93. Ooh, 461. Without the fast spell. 2 hits, 103 to Kobe. Alright, this will kill. So let's see it. Let's see what Bork can do here. $166 on Bork. Critical hit. 8 hits, 539 is pretty darn good. I had one in my 20s, but I gave it to my nephew as a graduation present, and he totaled it. Are you talking about a Chevy Impala? Dang. 500 experience for that. Kind of a low number, but like I sort of see why they did that. So you couldn't like farm that boss over and over to get like a ton of experience. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why they did that. Wolfette Plays. Welcome. Yeah, Carrie got owned. Alright, let's use Lit 2 here a bunch. Well, this guy doesn't have Lit 2. He's got Lit 3. PSP Remaster is a banger. Love that one. Yeah, Wolfette Plays. A long time ago, I made a video about a glitch you can do in the PSP version of this game where, like, pretty much right at the beginning of the game, after you get, like, an iron hammer, which you can buy from the very first town, and a cap, which you can find in the Temple of Fiends, like, as soon as you start the game. There's a glitch you can do that essentially turns those items into, like, the flare staff and, like, a knight armor, and you can just, like, you can use this weird glitch to turn low-level equipment into very high-level equipment. Like, at level 1 or 2, and it trivializes the game. When are you gonna play Pokemon? Honestly, I got back into retro gaming when I saw your Pokemon glitches. Wanted to try them out. I never believed that kid whose uncle worked for Nintendo. Yeah, Melissa R. So, for this year, my big project was finishing every game on the SNES Classic. So as soon as I'm done with that, I think I want to do Pokemon Platinum. So, fairly soon, Platinum. Hardly knew him. Rogue Effect? That's right. I played after I saw your short and decided to abuse it for fun. That's why it was a 5-hour run. Under the Iceberg, are you talking about the PSP version? Just played through the PSP remaster of this game the day before yesterday. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, you did the glitch, huh? Have to go. Have a great day. Yo, Dragons of Saturn. Thanks for showing up and clicking that like button. I appreciate you. Platinum is the first game I played as a kid and beat, except for Pearl, which is basically Platinum Light. Yeah. What are the starters in Pokemon Platinum? And which one should I use? By the way, KJ, you missed a Pro Ring, Pro Cape, Katana, and 26k gold. They were south of Cary. L6? Oh, man. Yeah, I have not been paying attention. I kind of forgot about that. Thank you. I'll get them after I get the Masamune, probably. Yo, Hieda no Aju with the cool $5, saying, speaking of glitches, here's some thanks for your shorts on Mega Man 2, helping me get the Glitch RA set. Yeah, I know I posted a lot of zips about Mega Man 2. I can't think of what that is, Hieda. I kind of forgot. But yo, thank you so much. Everyone put a HNA in the chat. Miho, I see you. Appreciate the cool 5. Hey. Use Chimchar. Okay, so it's Chimchar, and then I think it's Turtwig and Piplup. Is that right? Yo, Hieda, thank you so much for the cool 5. Let's add that to the thingy. That's what it's officially called. Yeah, I made a ton of shorts about glitches you can do in Mega Man 2. A lot of them are zips that you can do using, like, the, like, item 1, 2, and 3. That just, like, basically you jam Mega Man's face into a ceiling, he gets shoved up into it. Then you look the other way and tap A, and you'll start to zip through the stage. Like, you'll just start to move really quickly, because in a lot of older games, the way collision works, like especially in Sonic and Mega Man 2, for example, is like, if you somehow get yourself stuck in a wall or a ceiling, the game will quickly move your character backwards to eject them out of the wall or the ceiling. And so there are ways that you can force yourself into ceilings that are very long, then face the opposite direction, and the game will eject you out the opposite way, which pushes you way forward into the stage. So you can do that, like, for example, in Heatman stage, in Bubbleman stage. That one's really easy to do. And then there are even vertical zips that you can do in certain levels like Wily Stage 1. that will skip, like, ladder climbing for you. I just don't know what RA would be short for, but I think that might be what you're talking about, huh? Been picking water Pokemon since Blue. Yo, Trico, this water is trying to pick on me. That's fine. Let's keep using lightning and the stuff. Been thinking about picking up 30 XTX just for the Mega Man mod. Dagger? I don't know what that is. Does water resist lightning for some reason in this game? That did very little damage. I assumed they would get crushed by lightning. Count says, hi, good stream, thank you. Everyone put a W in the chat for Count, who says this is a good stream, W. Hi from Turkey, says Minnie. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. Everyone put an M in the chat for Minnie. Chat, the lemon candy in my Gma's room is hurting my molars. Does that mean I need fillings? Wolfette plays. Most likely it means you need to stop eating the lemon candy. But yeah, any sort of lemon candy hurts my teeth too. And I love lemon heads, for example. What are you doing? But the lemon candy is so good. What a conundrum. I love that word. Was I going this way? Yeah, I think so. Let's fight the Kraken. Probably should have healed up a little bit before this, but let's use Fast on Bork. Inv 2. And then let's hit him with a Lit 3, why not? No, I got a feeling that Fast on Kobe is a better use of my magic. 152. Quick shot! Nice, okay. You need that to go before he attacks you, because he can hit like 8 times. You know, because he got all them tentacles. Okay, there he only hit 6 times. And here I'm gonna do this. $113 is fine. Ooh, look at that! I didn't waste a Cure 4 for once. I was actually able to Cure 4 somebody before they died. 4 hits, 17 damage from Kobe. Okay, okay. Maybe that's not the best use of my MP. Zeus Gauntlet! And this guy's using Lit 2, which, again, we resist every element because of the ribbons. Bork does not have a ribbon, but he has the Dragon Armor and the Aegis Shield. The Dragon Armor resists fire, cold, lightning, and the Aegis Shield resists poison. So he's still vulnerable to, like, instant death, which is... that can be a problem. And he's vulnerable to time magic, like he can be stopped, for example. But not nearly as important as the other elements. Okay, so... this floor has the Masamune, does it not? One second. Hey, Jackie J! I am live, yes! You wanna come say hi? I couldn't really hear what he said. But he's like, are you streaming? Jackie J just got home. Okay. Get that free healing, baby. That free healthcare. Guys, I love this game, says Kodo Nautical. Same. JJ, says Avis P. Hey, Jackie J, says Dagger. The kid is back, says Nick the Frenchie. What are you humming? Oh, did you put on sunglasses?
Yep.
Wait, show him the tri-eyes. Yeah, the tri-eyes. We actually have 2 pairs of them now, don't we?
What I'm saying is actually a song that I kind of made up.
You made up a song?
Yeah.
That sounds like you.
Though it didn't rhyme, and my friend Javi helped me make it rhyme.
Alright, love that. Do you want to spit some rhymes for the chat? Or do you want to save it for later?
The song is called Nothing Makes Sense.
Oh man, that sounds like a great song.
Nothing makes sense anymore. My dog has eaten the door. Nothing makes sense anymore. It's pretty hard to ignore.
That's amazing.
Thanks. That's just the chorus.
I mean, I feel like we should workshop that and make it into an actual song. Leo Velli, you heard it here first. Jackie J with the rhymes. What are you up to? I realize you just got home, so you don't know
Yeah.
what you're up to. Well, what do you want to be up to? Well, I'm fighting some rock golems, which are just spelled rock gall here, because they can't fit that many letters in this game. So Jack, this is Final Fantasy 1. This is the game that you were playing a little bit before. Remember when you named your characters Wham and No?
And
Yeah, something like that.
Q. It was like QLKE.
Something like that.
I like the new names that like, and ones that like have a text box and like not with the voice, and that you can like make a name. I just kind of like to make names that are unpronounceable in real life.
Love that.
Because then it's funny to like see them pronounced. It's like,
No, I've seen you.
oh, hey, Drew.
Yeah, no, I've seen you name characters like Excarflerf and then like Florpner, and then one is just like Steve. Iron golems are also on this floor. 1 in 64 chance to encounter.
Iron
Interesting.
Golem. Are we playing Minecraft?
Iron golem. Hardly knew him. Speaking of which, Jackie J, do you want to play Minecraft?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I am almost done with this stream. I'll be done in probably like 10 to 15 minutes. Do you want to set it up?
Yeah, I'll set it up.
Hey, all right. Yeah, do you want to do Tower World?
Yeah, let's do Tower World.
Heck yes.
Long time stream Tower World?
I would love to at some point if my computer were better, but like we'll figure that out.
Remember when I tried to stream on Bedrock and that didn't work? We haven't tried to stream on
Yeah, no, I've tried to stream Minecraft Java Edition, and it's just really slow on my computer because like streaming takes up so much of my computer's resources. But like maybe if we tried it on the computer upstairs, we could do it. Iron golems have the toxic ability, which is an instant kill attack. It's also a Britney Spears song. All right, you set it up. I'm almost done.
I actually know that song. Toxic is one of my...
I know. It's on your playlist, right? All right, I'm gonna send you upstairs, and then I will finish up the stream.
Dude, you're looking long.
No, leave Pip.
That was just looking very long.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see.
Bye.
All right. See ya. I'll join you soon. Let's use the light axe here. I'm now developing a 2D RPG mixed Metroidvania. This game was my biggest inspiration, says Count. Masterpiece. If there wasn't Metroid, I would say this is best one on NES. That's some high praise right there. Yeah, I love this game. Let's harm 3 here, and then Zeus them. I could, like, straight up go beat the game here, but I want to drag it out to one more episode. You have to go pretty far into this dungeon to find the Masamune. Yeah, I gotta bounce and do work things. Genevieve B? I have to bounce and do play things, like play Minecraft with Jackie J. So this is like the penultimate floor before the Foss, aka the final boss. Mas Moon is Masa Moon is Spanish for more moon. Yeah, it's the Masamune. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done though, Jack. So I'll come upstairs. Okay. Love you. So this singular tiny room with a singular treasure chest is on the penultimate floor of Final Fantasy 1. I think, like, if I just loop around here and go down the stairs one more time, I'm at the Foss, aka the final boss. So you gotta go pretty deep into the dungeon to find the Masamune, or as this game spells it, the Mesmune. But this is by far the best weapon in the game. Even better than the Excalibur. And literally any character in the game can equip the Mesmune. I could even give it to my Black Mage if I wanted to. Or my Black Wizard, I should say. But I'm gonna give it to Kobe, the Red Wizard. And just to give you a comparison, he's currently got the Defense Sword equipped, which is an awesome weapon. His damage is 43, hit percentage 94. Watch it go way up now. 69 and 109, and now this guy hits like an absolute truck. Let's exit the dungeon. We'll go back there. We'll go back later and beat the game, but let's go save now. After maybe a battle or two against some imps. Nice, says Gies, and under the iceberg. It was nice. So let me just show you what kind of damage this guy can do now. And to give you a comparison, Bork's damage is 68, hit percentage 123. So this guy actually does more damage even if his hit percentage isn't as good. But now he also has like an insane critical hit rate too. And I'll just have these guys, I don't know, attack regular dudes. Well, that imp ran away. That imp was faster than me. These others are like staying to fight. So those imps aren't impressed with my damage. 423 from Bork. 423 from Kobe. Oh my gosh, they hit basically the same damage. So yeah, suddenly my red wizard fights just as hard as my knight. Which is cool. To the imps. Anata wa mushinderu. L6? I have no idea what that means. Oh my gosh, if I had 300 more gold, it would be all 4s. That's neat. Anyway, it's time for me. You are already dead is what that means. Okay. Is that from a thing? Is that how everyone knows that? Hey, I gotta go hang out with my son, but let's do 5 more squats before we sign off. Ready? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fist of the North Star reference. I see. Should I watch that? It always seemed cool, Simon D. GG easy, better RNG today. Yeah, that's right. Good luck at skee ball, yo. AQ, appreciate you. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me play a little bit of Final Fantasy. Until next time, though, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. We might beat the game next time. That might be tonight. I have skee ball at 7:15. So I might have enough energy to come home and stream later tonight, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. See ya. Oh, I forgot to do this.